All right, y'all. Getting the crust off my ass. Community Coalition show in this thing. Everybody here, K Wilson, David 2K. We got Yendi. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
What up?
What's happening?
All right, let's get right to it because I am a little upset today. Kind of my feelings. I don't like how things are going down right now.
They got my girl in lockup.
Well, yeah. So okay, so let's talk about that because it's really we've had this conversation before, but you know, it seems like every time a Black person wants to move around, they want to travel, like we have to jump through so many more hoops, right?
Right.
So I know just today, that was today, right? Ari Lennox, singer, if y'all don't know, if you never heard of her before, she was arrested.
With Dreamville.
Yeah, she was arrested in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Of all places.
Yeah. And so I know I was trying to get the story. She was tweeting. I know she was like tweeting a thing as it was happening, you know, and she was claiming that they were racially profiling her. You know, they accused her of being emotional. She got upset.
They said that they believe that she was intoxicated because she came. They said a Black woman got off the plane and she was very emotional. I'm like, she could have just been having a bad day.
Well, my thing is,
y'all don't have bad days.
But like, what did she do? So what did she do to get like? What was the charge? Like
they didn't really go into too much detail in the article. They just said that she was really emotional. So to me, I took that as maybe she was crying or she was upset about something. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been anything, but it just seemed like when we emotional, now we causing a ruckus.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So like held for disturbance. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to.
Okay, you know what? You know what I'm thinking? Hey, I'm trying to get on my flight. Let me get on my flight. I might be.
Nah, she just touched down into Amsterdam. Like she didn't even. Like she just arrived.
It wasn't arrived.
She wasn't even going out because somebody on Twitter was like, "Dang, Ari Lennox just arrived in Amsterdam and she already hates it here."
So I'm reading this. What is this from? This is from The Hill. Said spokesperson said that Lennox was held due to aggressive behavior toward an airline official and being drunk in public. Our unit found a woman full of. Hold on. This is a quote. Our unit found a woman full of emotions that wouldn't calm down. They said that's why she had to be taken into custody.
Yep, that was lit.
So it didn't say. So listen. It didn't say that she was aggressive. No, they didn't say she was aggressive because I'm pretty sure if she was aggressive, they would have pointed that out.
Right.
It said she was full of emotions. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Right.
Full of emotions that wouldn't calm down. What? Okay. You know what? I'm sick of this wouldn't calm down stuff. Right.
Right.
All y'all supposed to be trained in de-escalation techniques.
Right.
I know I am. I know how to deal with people that are getting upset. It's not hard.
Right. I at least know how to calm someone down.
It's not hard, y'all.
Verbally de-escalate a situation.
Yes, it's not hard. So you telling me all these people up here in the airport, you can't calm somebody down? Get the fuck. That's why she had to be taken into custody. First of all, don't they let you drink on a plane?
Don't they sell alcohol on the plane?
Don't you drink on plane?
Mm-hmm.
So you go give me alcohol and get mad when I drink.
Right.
This don't make sense.
Not only that,
this don't make sense.
Amsterdam got a whole lot of other stuff.
Exactly.
She didn't even get into.
She didn't even got to that.
It just seems the way they described it. I mean, I don't really know sis that well, but I've seen her and she's been like, you don't hear really much anything negative about her. So it just seemed kind of out of character for them to say that about her.
Exactly.
Which don't know. Let me read this last part. It's unclear how long Lennox will remain in custody as authorities investigate claims of threats she made during the incident.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Amsterdam. It might not have been Amsterdam, but wasn't ASAP Rocky also locked up overseas too? Once?
Yep. He was in that was in Sweden, I think, or Norway. One of Scandinavian countries.
I think it was Norway.
Yeah. So
that was because of wasn't that because of something that happened between, I think it was his bodyguard and somebody over there
It was
too.
a fan or something like that, and they provoked him. And I think he slap him or something. He slapped the fan or something.
Yeah.
But the dude, like I think it was on that one was on camera. I think the dude was clearly provoking him.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what they do. Provoke you, you act up, we gonna lock you up.
Right.
Like
not only that, we're gonna lie about what happened.
And that's the thing too. So that's why I'm not taking anything they say here. Threat she made during the incident. What threats did she make? Let me guess. I'm gonna F you up. I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Let me guess. Those are probably the usual claims that are made, you know, the threats that are made.
Right.
You know, like
I don't know. She just don't seem like that type of person to get out of pocket like that.
But I mean,
she
like
probably said something like, don't talk to me like this. No, I don't think
that's what I'm saying. But even if you said, come on now, even if you said those things, is that really grounds to be locking somebody up? No. Like, and then like I said, we get one account from this story. This is from someone who clearly, hold on, I'm looking. She's tweeting during this incident, right? I'm looking at tweets here. Ari Lennox, I am being arrested in Amsterdam for reacting to a woman racially profiling me.
Ooh.
No. First of all, let me break this down. This is a complete sentence. Punctuation.
I was about to ask.
Capitalization. Whole sentence. There's no paraphrasing. Is that a text from a drunk person to you?
No, because you know, especially not somebody who is intoxicated, emotional. Because you know, when you're emotional and crazy, you're gonna be messing up and everything.
Right. Not only that, you might
make no sense.
You might be going overboard with the punctuation.
No, and if you're that wild and crazy, you don't have time to tweet.
She's gonna go on live.
That's what I'm saying. But like, you don't have time to tweet complete sentences if you're that much of a threat. They're arresting me. Wow. I just want to go home. I'll never leave my house again. Fuck Amsterdam security. They hate black people. She went from high Amsterdam to fuck Amsterdam security. This is not a drunk person, y'all.
Right.
It literally went from 0 to 100.
I'll stand on this one. In less than an hour. I'm looking at the tweets right here. She didn't take them down. In less than an hour.
Some of them were removed.
Were they removed? They're arresting me.
Well, I think. Are you looking at the article?
No, these are actually. I'm on her actual Twitter.
Okay, because there were some that were removed, but the article fans like screenshot.
This is all her Twitter account. Just want to go home. Wow, they're arresting me. I'm being arrested in Amsterdam for. First of all, if you're being arrested, how you still got your phone?
Right.
Like how you still tweeting at this point? Complete sentences, racially pro. That's not someone who's acting crazy.
Right.
It's not. This is how they treat us. This is what bothers me, y'all.
Yeah.
This is what bothers me. Like, why is it that black people have to take into account every other race and have their intricacies and their biases, and we got to tiptoe around other black people, but no one wants to understand us. No one, like, they don't care to understand us. They don't care to want to work with us.
Right.
They don't care to want to properly communicate. We have to conform everywhere we go, everything we do.
Right. In fact, that.
No. This is bull. This is why it's funny. I saw this first and I was like, nah, man. Like, this was frustrating for me. You on a plane, you trying to do your thing, you traveling, of course. You got people with you. You know, where her people at? Where's her security at? Where they at right now? I don't like this. I don't know. This don't seem right. This don't seem right, y'all. I don't know. What y'all think?
Honestly, I saw it, and then I was like, that doesn't sound like her, pretty much. Because
the emotional part got me.
Right. Because if you like watch her lives, like she's literally talking to the camera and like she's joking around. Usually she's like she's being funny, and she's being serious. Those are the like two ways she goes.
Yeah.
And you know what? Since we're talking about racially profiling, this fits into that narrative that every time Black women are upset about something and speaking their mind, we always got the image that we are angry Black women, we are aggressive. Look how they treated Serena. She was like, we cannot be emotional or
Not
we're
only
angry.
that, but like I remember they did the comic where they depicted her as an angry Black woman, and then Naomi Osaka, who is a Black Japanese woman, as a white woman.
Crazy.
And then, okay. So I'm looking at the comments here. So the article I read was from The Hill. So people like, it's like to read the comments. Right. One person says, again, telling any woman to calm down is pretty much a stupid thing to do. Yeah, right.
You're gonna get swung on.
So this is somebody, I guess the person who wrote the article, I don't know, says, I totally believe security in this case. The
Why?
Dutch are legendary for their tolerance and professionalism.
What's that person's name? I voted for Trump.
And then, like some people said, alcohol is a personality enhancer. No, it's not. That's not true.
Okay, well, where's the video? As you know, people record things everywhere.
Not only
so
that,
where's the
there
video?
should be, and there should be security video too.
So wait.
I mean, I feel like this. We all know how stressful it is when you arrive. You gotta go through TSA, right. And they could have been giving her a hard time. And it's like you said, just probably like, look, you don't talk to me like that, because people be out of pocket and they think they can talk to people any way they want to. I don't care who you are, but you're not gonna just talk to me like I'm stupid or a child.
These racist mouths. These comments. Okay, I'm done.
Well, when you in the comments, people are always
they mad racist.
Trolls.
But that's what. So this is what I'm. So like now. But this is what we get. This is what happens to us.
Right.
How?
It's the court of public opinion.
But I mean, like, we can't even travel. We can't.
No, we can't do shit.
Can't do nothing. Black people just want to mind our business.
Listen, They say when you're Black, you're never really lonely, because there's always going to be someone in your business.
It's always somebody. Then there's always somebody watching you. So like today, for example, I go into CVS. Look, I just had to grab some cough medicine for my babies real quick. So go, it's all the way in the back. I go to the back, I grab that. On the way out, I'm like, dang, I need some podcast snacks. But as I'm walking to the front, there's somebody following me. You can feel somebody following you. Right. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I've been here before. I've been followed around the store before. I know what time it is, Right. So I'm like, let me see what's going on. Let me duck off in this aisle real quick. So I bust a quick left. I go down the aisle, and I'm down there with like looking at like toilet paper or something. So I'm like looking at toilet paper, and the person they follow me to the aisle, and they're like trying to act like they're fixing up the little shelves and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I see this BS. So I'm like, okay, let me go. So I like leave that aisle. I go down the candy aisle. I'm looking for my y'all know if y'all watch this podcast long enough, y'all know I like my gummies, right?
Right. Who doesn't? So
I'm looking, I ain't see him. So of course, same person comes in the aisle, act like they fixing stuff on the shelf. So I'm like, I'm clearly being followed. Okay. So I was like, I see the game we playing here. So I turn and I'm acting like I'm leaving the aisle. And I can tell the person's following me, right? Mm-hmm. So I turned around real quick and turned around. I was like, act like I forgot something. So I turned around. I was like, and she jumped. She said, ah. I scared the shit out of this lady. Because I turned around real quick and she was so focused on following me. She was so close. I literally scared her when I turned.
I threw something out.
Right. I ain't have to. I scared it. Like it wasn't really trying to, but that's how bad it is, y'all. Like they're not even trying to be like sneaky about it anymore. She's like obvious. When I tell you she was so close, when I turned around, I almost elbowed her in the face.
You should have.
I mean, I wasn't moving my elbow. That's what you know. Like I scared her, so she jumped back because she wasn't expecting me to move so quick.
Right.
Like
also, black man hitting somebody, elbowing somebody.
So no, because I turned around like I forgot something. So I was like, "Oh, let me." And I turned. I said and I said it out loud. I said, "Oh, I forgot something."
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't, So of course, she runs off. By the time I get to the aisle, I guess she was talking to the manager. So he comes over. He's like, "You find everything okay?"
Oh my God.
Yes. Get out of my face. But they would think because they couldn't confront me with anything. I ain't take nothing. I ain't had nothing.
Right.
But they the conference. They just want to let you know or see how you're gonna respond.
Right.
Because they know they can't accuse you of nothing.
Can't accuse me of nothing. I ain't do nothing suspicious.
Right.
So it's just like this, and this is how many stories do you have of these? I have so many of those stories.
Yeah.
Listen, I actually, when I was young, I think I was like 21, I was going out with my friends and we went to Mandy's. Like, y'all dudes, I don't know if y'all remember Mandy's. It was like a clothing store. I remember I was so hyped that I had my license. And I said, oh, I told my friend, I was like, oh, I don't need a purse. I'm going to put it in my bra and go. And I'm going to be good tonight. So the manager, she was ear hustling. So she took a pack of earrings. And when me and my friend, I bought a bunch of stuff. Me and my friends were walking out the store. The manager, she swung the earrings by the alarm. Like my friend Peter do it. She swung the earrings by the alarm to make it go off.
To make it go off.
And she said to me, she was like, oh, I'm going to need you to empty out all of your stuff. I was like, for what? I never stole anything. She was like, I overheard you say you were going to put this in your bra and go.
Wow.
Don't you remember my mom came up there so quick? I was 21, but my mom didn't care. She went up there so quick and called Mandy's corporate and everything.
So like I said, really trying to use tactics to try to catch you.
Yes. Some damn earrings. He was gonna swing earrings to make the alarm go off.
Right.
I was so mad.
It's terrible.
It's horrible because it's like you got to have these conversations with your children. Like, this is what you got to expect.
Right. But also, it's gonna break my heart to have that conversation with my kids because
it breaks a lot of people's hearts, but we live in a fucked up world.
Yeah, it does. It's frustrating, but I'd rather them. They need to know so they don't put themselves. And it's I can't even say put themselves. It's almost like Black people always have to play defense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're always on the defensive, which means I have to account for every little thing in my surroundings, not the stuff that I'm going to do, but the stuff that they're going to do to me.
Right.
I have to anticipate their actions and how they're going to respond to me.
Right.
No one else has to do that.
Right.
No one else has to.
Even as an adult, like my parents, they always talk to us about racism. They always told us how this was going to be. But even when you get older and it still happens to you, it still makes you feel some type of way. I'm like, the other day, at my job, I talk to a lot of powder crickets. I think that's what they're calling them now, or mayo gangsters. But they tell me all the time, like, as soon as they hear my name, they go, I want to speak to an American. Well, don't get no more American than me.
Right.
Or, oh, I don't want to talk to you because I've been scammed by Africans before, so I don't really want to speak with you. Like, why is this even okay to say?
First of all,
like, I had an experience in Virginia where I was in a store and the people didn't want to stand near me. And then I was walking away with my friend's mom and they drove by and was like, we hate niggers. Like, why? I'm just minding my business, enjoying my life. Like, why can't you let me be?
Right. And let me just speak to the African thing. I gotta rep for my people. First of all, if you've been scammed by us, you're a dumbass. That's the oldest trick in the book. I can say I'm a Nigerian prince.
But I mean, that's what like we have to account for those. That's the frustrating thing to me. Like I said, no matter how times like when I got in the car today, I was so frustrated, like I was in tears.
That's what I'm
I don't care
saying.
how many
Like,
times it
even
happens.
as an adult, you still feel some type of way. I don't care how hard you think you are. You know, it still makes you feel some type of way. Like, damn, we really don't do nothing to anyone. Black people will accept anyone.
Right.
But people
Because
hate
we have
us
to.
just because we are so damn great.
Well,
right.
No, let me take this conversation a step further. Black people do it to each other too.
We do.
And I think that's what hurts me more. Because the lady who was following me in the store today,
she was black.
She was black.
Well, you know, okay. In her defense, I get what you're saying, but also I've been in that situation because that's what they make you do.
And I know,
it sucks because you don't want to be following your peoples. Because I know when I worked at Claire's, I used to always have to follow my peoples. Also, my peoples did always were the ones who were stealing. Like I would always catch them, but I feel like, damn girl, why you have to be black?
But they still,
right?
Everybody steals though. That's the thing. Everybody steals. True. But I think even in those situations where, like I said, I knew because she had to go report back. I saw her go report back to the manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are plenty other times too, and it may not be in a store. What typically happens is like I'm somewhere and other black people don't believe that I'm supposed to be where I am.
Right.
Or I can't afford to be where I am, but they don't know me, you know?
Right.
Those are the times that are frustrating too.
Absolutely.
You know, went to a restaurant one time and nice restaurant. And I looked, you know, I looked the part. And they were like, sir, this is such and such place. I know. I mean, I have reservations here. Oh, okay. Like, yeah. And then the black dude went from proper to, yeah, what's going on, fam? Nah, man, don't do that to me.
When they do that.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do it.
Don't do that to me. Don't try to assume that you know me or know what part of our culture I represent or where I'm from and all that stuff. No, you black, I'm black. We supposed to be black. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Or you just showing me how fake you are.
Right.
Oh man, those are the frustrating times.
Right. I remember there was one time me, my cousin, we went to a concert and we get in, we have our tickets in hand, and someone calls from behind and says, hey, we need to see your ticket. We have our tickets. These are our tickets. And dude left us alone. And then as we actually find our seats, there's someone else that comes to us and says, hey, we need to see your ticket. These are our tickets. Like, it happened to us almost 3 times. Like, my cousin had to yell at the dude to like leave us alone.
Like, we're supposed to be here. We paid to be here.
We paid to be here.
Yeah. Or
I like when you put them in their place too.
Sometimes you have to, and sometimes like.
But also, once you do that, then you like you said, we accept everybody. Because if we don't, then it's like, oh, you guys too good. You're too good for us, or oh, you're bougie, or oh, you're.
Yep. Then you get called bougie. That's what it. Yep. Or depending on what side of the fence it is, you know, like that's another thing. Like, I don't want my people to treat me the way they treat me. Don't act like them. Don't act like them Karens and stuff.
Right.
That's what hurts, you know. Or like again, I told these stories on the pod. Like how I dress that day, I know I'm going to get treated a certain way depending on how I dressed. If I'm in a suit, I know the world is going to treat me different than if I'm in like a regular jacket and some jeans or something.
Mm-hmm.
And black people do it too. You know, that's what I don't like. I don't
Like
you know.
when you black and you talk a certain way, and it's like, why you talk white? Why I
Yeah.
gotta talk white? Why can't I just be a black woman who's educated?
Got that a lot.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. You speak so well. Well, where you from? They famous for that. The DMV area, they famous for that.
Oh, I would have.
Oh, you supposed to be from the suburbs now. Oh, they famous here for that. Where are you from? You're not from the city. Why? Why can't I be from the city? I'm not, but why can't I be from the city?
Right.
Like we gotta stop doing each other like this.
Right.
Like I said, it's sad enough that we deal with this from them. Look at Ari Lennox. Like we can't go to another country. We deal with this from them all day. We still fighting that battle. We can't do this to each other though. No, these are tactics that were developed to keep division going, to keep us separated, to keep us in these class systems, and
to provoke.
Yeah. So I think that hurts me more. Yeah, they frustrate me too, but I think it hurts more when it comes from us.
Mm-hmm.
So oh no, I just wanted to bring that up.
Right.
Yeah,
but it's a real issue, because if I see you, I say, hey, what's up? How you doing? But if I see someone that's white and they come up to me and they act erratically, I have to stay calm.
Yeah.
Why do I have to stay calm for you to feel comfortable?
Because they hold the cards. That's the frustrating part. You gotta stay calm. It's not you staying calm for their sake. You have to stay calm for your self-preservation.
Right.
That's what you're doing it for.
Right. Because if anything happens, cops are called, I might get shot. I'm going to jail for the night.
At least. Yeah.
Well, see, y'all got it harder because, black women, we can snatch and drag. But y'all got it bad because they'll call the cops on y'all. But we snatching and dragging all day.
Because we're automatically deemed as a threat.
Because you ever notice, you don't really see Karens a lot coming after black women because they know.
Yeah. They get their head bust. Yeah.
Right. Not only that, they know that their whole identity is not only fake, it came from a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this is what they do. So I don't know. It's the week after Thanksgiving. How was y'all Thanksgiving, man? What y'all do?
It was good, bro.
I don't even want to use that. The food day.
That's right. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Did you see what I texted you?
I did. Yeah.
I texted.
Real quick.
I texted.
What?
I texted a few.
You got my cup.
Oh yeah. The matte black though. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that cup.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I literally texted a few of my friends and Kenny, like, happy fuck up some food day.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's food day.
Right.
And then so I saw another thing too. I'm a bounce. I don't care. Did y'all do any shopping this weekend and today?
No.
I appreciate y'all. See, please don't fall for the trap, y'all. I know this is by the time people hear this and watch this, it's gonna be after Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Please don't fall for that trap.
I used to work in retail. I refuse.
It's a trap. They try and get their bread up. They don't care about no holidays. Ain't no savings. They try and get their money. I saw a stat today and it made me laugh. And this is what they pushing on national news. They said Black Friday shopping was down 29% this year. And then in the bottom caption, it said, since 2019. Of course it's going to be down since 2019. We're in a motherfucking pandemic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you count last year's data, of course it dropped last year from a sheer pandemic. So don't
Why
act
are you
like
going outside?
No, so they're trying to act like people just aren't shopping. No, there's a whole pandemic going on since 2020. Right. So don't try to skew the numbers to make it look like people are spending money because we don't want to spend money. No. like you said, people die. We ain't going outside. I'm not running up in no store right now. I'm not standing in line with a whole bunch of people on Black Friday to everybody catch Rona. Good luck with that, y'all.
That's the
Right.
biggest part. Like, why would I go outside to stand in line with people when I'm not even supposed to be around people? And then
So-
on top of that, I know people are still not trying to wear a mask. Why would I go outside and be around people that don't want to wear masks in a
So,
damn pandemic?
so I think it's funny.
Scared now to fly.
No, but I said, think about this though. Think about this. Everything they tell you is still about social distancing. It's still about staying safe until it comes to spending your money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Then boost the economy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So don't fall for the trap. Everything's on sale. Oh no, people are spending what they're supposed to be spending.
Right.
People are spending their money where they're supposed to spend it on their damn bills, their well-being. They're not buying stuff they don't need at this point. And some people are. I mean, I ain't gonna front like I ain't, you know, but that doesn't. I'm not doing it just because you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a nonconformist. I don't like people telling me when to do stuff.
It's okay to spend it on something. Like, I mean, it's okay to spend it online.
But I'm not gonna spend money because you tell me to.
Right.
Well,
Like just because you give a day to spend money, that doesn't mean I want to spend money on that day.
what about Small Business Saturday?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like, but it's promoting small business, but still, I still have a choice to make.
Right.
You have a good choice. You spend
I
your
had
money.
Yeah.
Nah.
But no, even for someone who sells products now,
Right.
yeah, put a little post up, but I'm not begging nobody to spend money today because you know what? The price is the same price the day after and the day before.
Right.
Mhm.
If you go and buy my products, you're gonna buy them when you need them. I'm not begging nobody to do that. Like I ain't run no sale on Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. So no, the brick is the brick. Whatever day it is, that's how we roll over here. So like, it don't matter the day.
And guess what? The brick gonna cost the same today,
It's
tomorrow, the next day.
It's the
next
brick.
day.
That's what it is.
Right.
A lot of those places, they just up the price and then give you half off, and you basically just paying the same.
That's what it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna raise the price early November, right? That's how. That's the game. No. Let's say I'm okay. I got a candle for $20. November 1st, I might raise it to $25.
Right.
So by the time Black Friday comes around, I drop the price back to $20. Oh, it looks like a sale.
Oh, it's a sale.
No, I just scammed you. Like I really just got you.
It's like when they use like Old Navy got those little Old Navy cash, and they all their stuff is full price that week, so you can spend. I swear you're spending more money. And when I used to work in retail, we used to have that. When I used to work at a children's place. People would spend like $500 with them little cash coupons, and I'm just like, but you spending more money than you would if it was on sale.
Right.
Spend more money, or the people they see the percentage numbers off. Oh, it's 50% off. 50%, but you spend bread though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually count.
Yeah, like 50% off $200. You still spend $200. You still spend money.
Right.
So people they fall for these traps, y'all. Just don't do this, y'all. And if you're really looking for sales, and a lot of sales are better other times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like true. I would never buy a big ticket item now. I wouldn't. I think there's probably better sales around tax return season.
I was gonna say right after holiday when they're trying to get rid of all that stuff and get ready for the new line.
They gotta unload.
All that stuff goes dirt cheap.
Yep, and if they really haven't gotten into it, then by January, February, it's really cheap. Now they know you got the bread because you got your tax return.
Right. Not only that, have y'all ever bought candy on February 15th?
Yo.
I can't.
No, February 15th and November 1st. They're like the best days to buy candy.
There.
The day after Halloween, they unload like crazy. I went to the grocery store that day and it was like, take this. They were just like, take this candy. Take it. We don't want it anymore. Like, They couldn't get rid of them Kit Kats fast enough. So it's like, why?
Right.
They do. That's what I said. Don't fall into the trap. Spend your money when you go and spend it. Figure out the best times. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. I'm just seeing them sell. How many emails? Do y'all get these emails? Oh my gosh.
So the Weaves plot been texting me all day because it's Cyber Monday sale. They're like, "Get some Weaves today."
They hitting you up like old ex-girlfriends out there trying. I'm looking at my email thread. Daddy, yeah, I ain't never spent money in some of these places. How you even get my email?
Right. That's the other part. How you get my email?
I don't know you.
I've never been to your establishment.
Even Chick-fil-A with ham today.
Do not text me. Wherever they had it, what did Chick-fil-A have? I went there for lunch.
I don't even know. I'm getting like I'm just looking. This I ain't even anybody who's anybody had a sale today. They just hitting you up.
Right.
Still trying to figure out how they get my number, how they get my email.
Right. How you get this email?
How you get this number?
Amazon has been hitting me all day.
Man.
Please spend this money. Please spend your money. Please. They showing me all kinds of stuff.
Hey, you got me?
that's what I'm saying. Big $3.99. I ain't got it. It's weird.
You got it?
$3.99.
$3.99. I'm telling you.
That store was doing a sale. I'll buy a dog. Well, listen, I will say this because I was a sucker. I ain't even gonna lie. I was gonna be a sucker, and I think it was Saks Fifth Avenue was having a good sale on Marc Jacobs bags. I was gonna be a sucker and buy me a tote. I'm like, it was $150. I was like, I could stock up, but I didn't do it. I stayed strong.
How much are the bags on a regular day?
I don't know, like 300. But I think they were like in the season bags, like they're about to go on clearance. Because you ain't gonna put nothing new on sale.
Right. That's the thing. It's never gonna like something you trying to unload. That's why nah. I just thought it was hilarious. I've been laughing all day, like all weekend for real. Because I'm just not like it's not a good time. Yes. Even if I was going to buy a big ticket item, why would I buy? TVs aren't even that cheap. Like, wouldn't buy a TV, wouldn't buy a car.
We really need to talk about that. Stop. What? Why are there so many TVs? Why are there so many TVs on sale?
No, the funny thing is, it really don't be that many TVs. It really don't be that many. Like Black Friday, they always say TV on sale, and it'd be like 5 of them. Mm-hmm. So the first people get in there, they grab the TVs up, and everybody's short.
And then on top of that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was always told don't buy the doorbuster TVs because those are like the real crappy TVs.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was about to say because these TVs aren't good. They're not going to last. Like you're going to be here. You're going to end up here next Black Friday.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing.
Bottle?
Say what?
What's that bottle?
Oh.
Sorry
about that.
It's Monday. It's that blueberry,
Yeah.
It's blueberry wine.
Mm-hmm.
I can't with you.
I still gotta try some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a day.
Like a blueberry-ish flavor.
Yeah. It's amazing too.
Yeah, we're gonna link up.
Yeah, I'll get a bottle for you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's why. Just be careful out there, y'all.
Right.
Keep your head on the swivel.
That be the theme. Be careful out there, y'all.
That's all you gotta say. Just be careful. Keep your head on the swivel, and don't let nobody tell you when to spend your money.
Right. Protect your mentals. Protect your chicken. Protect your wallet.
Protect your wallet. And
why is chicken?
Oh,
it's money. It's money. Shout out to the great Marshawn Lynch.
Absolutely. Oakland native.
Yeah. Yeah. Protect your chicken.
Protect your chicken.
Stay out of Amsterdam.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is the weed land.
Which is which another reason, not only is it that, but like they have so many other like substances. You're tripping off a woman that is drunk.
Because she wasn't
Right.
drunk. I don't
So
think
the
she was
whole
drunk.
red
She
light
might not
district.
even.
I don't
She
think
might
she was.
not even been drunk.
I don't think she was drunk. I think she was black. Yep.
Traveling while black.
Yep. Traveling while
Lit-
black.
Living while black.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Yeah. So that's all I got, y'all. I don't know if y'all got anything. Do we have any bombs and Karens?
We do. We
Figured.
do. Let me pull out the clipboard right now.
I got a
Oh,
whole list.
Lord,
This is
not the
ridiculous.
clipboard.
Whole list.
The mini clipboard.
Ooh.
All right. Oh. All right. There was a Karen holding up a drive-through, literally walked up to it because I don't know why, but I guess they were taking too long. And then she goes up there, she walks up there, and she was yelling at the window. And then some dude was like, "Hey, yo, Karen, you holding up the line?"
And what did she say? I'm not a Karen.
After a while, she just like dude was roasting her, and eventually she just left.
Like, yeah. Like, wait, like everybody else. Okay, what else?
We real quick, we were taught to stand in line. We are taught this pre-K.
No, they were taught. They just don't care.
Well,
They don't
guess what?
care.
The rules apply to you.
They do. You ever watch a Karen walk across the street?
Yes.
Like they don't care. They don't look. They don't look both ways. They don't look at nothing. They're oblivious. Because they feel like it's their right to be here right now. You have to stop for me. That's how they be feeling about this stuff. They don't care about how nobody else feel. It's all about them at that moment. But let somebody had a hitter real quick. It'd have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Saying I ain't
I've
saying we trying to be
experienced some
violent.
black Karens.
Say what?
I've experienced some black Karens.
You know what? We might have that conversation one day too.
Yep.
We might have to, because they out there like
They are.
And but the thing, I don't think like I might have to call them something else because it's not like Karens aren't coming after black people, but what they do is they just when it comes to like service stuff, they be nasty too. They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stop that, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the one that we've all seen online, I'm sure. So there was a little Bob that apparently called a man a nigga and nigger, hard R, and it was, if you saw the video, it was the kid that was running away from the black dude, and he got smacked up.
Yeah.
And apparently it was because he called him a nigga. Now, actually, let's actually dive into it a little bit. What do you guys think? Do you think you would have did the same thing, or do you think it was okay to do that? Let me ask.
Well, smack Bob up?
Yeah, smack little Bob up.
Nah. I mean, you can't be hitting kids. Like,
I'll get my kid to hit Lil Bob.
That's what which
Nah.
As an
okay.
adult, you want to, but I don't. As a dad myself too, you can't mess with kids like that.
Can I get my kid to smack Lil Bob?
That's a different story. He might get tripped up in the cafeteria line the next day.
Right.
Not only tripped up and wailed on.
But as an adult, as a larger person, you can't put your hands. Fight a kid. You can't put your hands on nobody's child, though.
Here's the thing about this, and I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but bro, I'm Nigerian. So when a kid disrespects an adult, that child will be taken and beaten.
By who?
By that person.
But you can't do that here.
But you know what? It's like back in the day, remember? Back in the day, the whole block could beat you.
Right.
Yes.
But also, Kenny, let me ask you this. Your parents ever hit you in public?
Yes, but that was my parents.
Right.
That's my parents. I'm their child. You can't go around hitting on nobody else's kid as much as you want to. There has to be a line drawn. As an adult, I know better. I have self-control. That kid may not. That kid may be doing what they were taught as well.
Right. And
Like,
let me ask you this. So has that child learned not to do that?
that's not my fight. I'm sorry. With a kid, that's not my fight.
Right.
Now the parent,
So,
Now,
you
parent,
could chip up the parent.
but that's the conversation that the
behalf of
parents
the
that I need to
child.
have with that. I need to have with their parent.
right. And
Because
this was where I'm not a parent, obviously, but in my opinion, I think that needed to happen.
Well,
no,
hold on.
no.
Now, let me ask you this. If your kid was in a fight and somebody curb stomped your kid and you saw your child getting curb stomped, you went in, knock them upside the head a little bit to get them off your child?
I would probably throw that person.
There's ways to separate. There's ways to do things though, but we can't be beating on nobody's kids. You can't. You can't. I'm gonna tell you right now. Even if my daughters were wrong and they said something to somebody, even if they were wrong, that's me. That's for me to correct them. If you put your hands on my child, you are dying.
Absolutely.
I don't care how wrong my kid was. If you're an adult, I am going to murder you.
Right.
Flat out, all threats involved.
Yes.
That's how it goes. So think about that on the flip side. You know, kids, yes, can be nasty. Kids can be dirty. Kids can say horrible things. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, there's other ways to correct children, even the nasty, horrible, racist ones. Where did they learn that from? That's learned behavior.
Mm-hmm.
They learned that from somebody. That's who I gotta holler at.
Mm-hmm.
I had that situation. When I was a kid. On our street. Literally on the end of we lived in townhouses.
Right.
We lived on the other end of our townhouse row was a nasty, racist white family. We lived in a neighborhood. They were like one of two white families. Their son had a mental disability.
Okay.
He would go around calling people niggas and stuff. He would. And the neighborhood, we used to beat the brakes off this boy as kids.
Well, you know why he
sure.
So one day, let me tell you, one day, it was him and his sister. Me and my sister were playing in our little front area.
Hold on.
Yep. Here we go.
And
here we go. Let me finish. His sister came over and said something to my sister. No, she put her hands on my sister. If you don't know who my sister is, let me finish though, because it gets better. My sister proceeds to beat the brakes off this girl, right? If you don't know my sister, shout out to my sister, Denise. Yo. So as my sister, they're like 11 and 12 years old at this point, right? Both of them. Mm-hmm. So my 12-year-old sister is beating the brakes out of this 12-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. Her racist white mom comes out, puts her hands on my sister. Now my sister can defend herself. So my sister proceeds to beat the brakes off both of them, right? At the same time. Now, my mom sees this. My mom comes out, hops the fence, and proceeds to beat the brakes off the mom. True story. Can't make this up,
yo.
So, mind you, two white women laid out in the street, beat up, clothes torn and tattered, the whole nine, got stomped out by two black women. Cops showed up. What happened? Everybody in the neighborhood saw. There's a whole bunch of witnesses. Adult put the hand on the child. Who got in trouble? The adult. That was the one time justice actually might have worked that day. But as soon as he said adult put a hand on the child, all bets are off.
Right.
All bets were off at that point. As soon as that lady put her hands on my sister, a 12-year-old child, no matter what her consequence was afterwards, she left in handcuffs that day. So she got an ass whipping by two people and left in handcuffs.
That's a bad day.
That's a bad day, but you learn that's how you learn your lesson.
Right. I'm just living in Jacked Up neighborhood because I remember my best friend's mom tried to fight these two girls and they beat up my best friend. And the cops ain't arrested them. They just told him to separate and let it go. Like, she fighting children.
And that's the thing. But see, yeah, we you know, here, you know, they, but that's what I'm saying. So all that to say, like, yes, sometimes kids deserve it. I'm not saying they don't. But think about for you at this point, we can't put our hands on kids. We can't.
Right.
There's other ways to deal with it as much as we want to. And the kids are horrible these days.
Right. And I want kids. So like, I've been trying to have this conversation with myself, and I'm like, what would I do if I found out something like that was happening?
You get your kid to fight the kid.
That's what my mom used to do. When he said, "What? Go out there and beat his ass."
Right. I'm stay trying to get my nieces to fight.
Like I said, yeah.
The kid.
Well, like I said, that racist boy, we used to have to deal with this kid on a daily basis, right? Mm-hmm. And like I said, knowing now, I know what I know now. Mm-hmm. As kids, we didn't know that he had some sort of mental issue. We didn't know. We just thought he was crazy. My man come out the house sweating and stuff. It'd be the middle of the winter, just screaming and stuff.
You know what? That's another conversation we need to have, because that's not. I don't know how to say this, because I also had the same problem where I had a kid who was also special needs in my school, and he used to stay calling us niggas and bitches.
Well, like as kids, we didn't know no better, so you know what we did? We was beating his ass.
Right, and that's what happened to the kid in our school. Like, the girl was like, "I don't care if he's special needs, I'm gonna beat his ass." Well,
because he was aggressive too. So we, like I said, as kids, we didn't know though. No one told. We didn't know about mental health. We didn't know about mental issues. All we knew was this little homie crazy, and every time he come out the house, he trying to attack one of us.
Yeah, but does it make it right for them to run down the street and call you niggers?
Well, if he was attacking us, we have the right to defend ourselves, and that's what we did.
Absolutely.
And then once we knew his parents knew what he was doing, and they clearly weren't doing anything, that's when we started to piece together. Oh, the whole family racist. The whole family, this is what they do. So as kids, we had to figure that out. So as kids, what we do?
The whole family can get it.
If you, that's how my mom was. If he attacks you, he approaches you, you have the right to defend yourself. And my mom tried to go knock on the door and talk to them reasonably. She did that. Mm-hmm. And they slammed the door in her face. So at that point, it's okay. We tried the civil route. So what we were instructed, stay away from him. If he approaches you, get away from him. If he tries to get aggressive, you have the right to defend yourself. And that's how we played it. And so we didn't play with him. And when he would come outside, we going over here. All the black kids, just leave him alone. He would try to follow us, and then he would get mad and he would get stomped out. That was like almost every other day.
That's what that remind me of the kid I went to school with, because he used to get his behind whooped every day.
So it was like, and his parents knew what was happening. So like, that's insanity. That's insanity.
Absolutely.
To the point where they finally moved away, but after taking numerous beatings. Yeah. Like, what are you supposed to do at this point? What were we supposed to do in the neighborhood? Every kid in the neighborhood had their turn stomping this kid out. It was like a rite of passage. Like, you ain't had no choice.
I'm dead.
But that's how it was. It was like you had to fight I remember his name was Smitty. You had to fight Smitty, like, because he would mess with everybody. And he wasn't a small kid. He was a big aggressor. He was a big kid. He was hyper. So now we know kind of what was the issue now. At 6-year-old, you shouldn't be running around sweating all day. It's like December, you sweating and stuff. You screaming and hollering and stuff. We know now.
In December.
We know now. But at the time, he was mad aggressive. He would swing on you and stuff. He would do stuff like that. One time he got the stick out, and it was like 6 of us. And we beat him down like John Wick. We was like, but that's like, so it's like, what we supposed to do?
Right. That's what I'm saying. About to say, like, I understand the situation, but what are you supposed to do? I mean, if they're coming to harm you, you're a kid and y'all on the same field now. Y'all both kids.
That's what I'm saying. So we defended. I told my moms. Moms went to, like I said, she knocked on the door, went to school. They had issue with him at school. He would be fighting kids at recess and stuff. So like everybody knew this kid's issue.
Well, I swear that sounds like Ari.
So it's like at some point it was like, what were we supposed to do? We defended ourselves.
Yep, that's what you do.
Yep. And then, like I said, she tried it, and Whole fam caught it that day.
She learned.
Had to learn.
Oh, you gonna learn
Life is about
today.
lessons.
So that's what I say. All that to say, we're doing the best we can, but even out of self-preservation as adults too, like I said, we've had kids. I've had kids call me niggas before and stuff like that. Kids, I can clearly tell when a child has never or rarely seen a black person before.
Mhm.
Like we walk around, you go in the store, stuff. Kids are and like they stare point and stuff like that. Because kids don't have no filters, they don't have no cut cards, they don't know better.
Right.
So it's like you can tell. So it's like that's what I'm saying. So like when kids do stuff like that, it's been learned from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So my issue is not really with the kid. I don't get mad at the kid like that because I know who taught him. That's who I get mad at. I get mad at the adults.
It makes me mad when adults make excuses for that behavior too. Like, they're a child. I don't care. They need to learn.
They need to learn. I know sometimes but
you gotta say, I never hit a kid, but I always be like, who child is this?
That's the thing. That's what you got to do. Like I've had conversations with adults. Hey fam, you need to come get your kids, son. We're not doing that.
Right.
Like, and then I tell him, I've had this conversation. He will tell you what he called me. So I'm gonna let you know now. I don't know what conversation you need to have with him, but the next person might not be so nice.
Right.
I'm gonna have self-restraint because my goal is to get home at the end of the day.
Right.
So for his sake and his future,
right,
you might want to let him know.
You might catch the right one.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's a lot of people here who don't have the same self-restraint that we do.
Right. That we have to have.
That we have to have. But there's a lot of people here that don't have that. There's a lot of people walking around here that don't have anything to lose.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're ticking time bombs. Yep. And all they do is take a little something to provoke them, to set them off. And now you got an incident. So be careful, y'all. I'm telling y'all. It's real out here.
Get your head on a swivel stick.
Yep.
So let's wrap this up. I know it's getting late, y'all. So I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yep. Community Coalition Show brought to you by the Black Squirrel Media Network. Y'all know, check all that, all the good stuff we got going on. I can't even I was going to breeze through it, but now check out the podcast and the shows.
Yeah,
y'all.
please.
It's our network.
If you know how to protect your mentals and you know how to keep your head on a swivel and keep your self-restraint, come to Black Squirrel.
Come to Black Squirrel. And spend your money when you want.
Yeah.
All right. So K Wilson, David Duque, Yendi. It's been a pleasure, y'all. We'll be back next week. Y'all know where to find us. CommunityCoalitionShow.com, all the socials and YouTube channel and all that stuff. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Till next week.
Peace.